So, man, I've been pretty frustrated today. Oh, God, man, gee. Okay. And I know that's not the best idea to make videos when I feel like this, but I think that it's important because I want you to see that I'm real and that this is real. And if you decide to become an independent distributor, if you decide to join Rico Life and become an independent distributor, you're going to start out making $0, but you have the ability and the opportunity to build that into an earning potential of over $50,000 a month. All right, that's crazy, but that's real, that's lucrative, that's legit, and you can do it in a timely manner. And that's what I'm in the process of doing. But what I want you to see is that, there's going to be times when you get frustrated. to say it nicely. There's going to be times when you're frustrated. There's going to be times when you feel like giving up. There's going to be times when you doubt yourself, when you question what you're doing. There's going to be all kinds of things, and I'm feeling a lot of that today. But I'm just trying to be real. That's all I've been trying to do. This is like the 22nd time I've tried to film this, and part of me is like, just stop recording and chill out, and then come back to it tomorrow. But I have to execute at the highest level. I have to, and I'll kind of tell more about that. Actually, I'll just tell you that right now. Whatever. I'm sick of recording this. I'm sick and tired of recording it. So I'm just gonna say what I got to say, and I don't know. Maybe somebody's listening. Maybe somebody understands how I feel. Or maybe this is just a bad idea to be angry and record a video. Whatever. So, Warren Buffett. Hopefully you know who Warren Buffett is. He was talking about IQ versus output. Meaning, and he compared IQ to like the horsepower of an engine. So somebody could have a 300 horsepower engine, but their output is only 50 horsepower. And what he means by that is, somebody could be the smartest person ever, but your IQ doesn't necessarily translate to your ability to execute, okay? Anybody can say that they want to start their own business. Anybody can say that they can be the CEO and yada, 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 but it's your actual ability to execute, to follow through and achieve that goal, to really, bring your vision into reality. And so, he was talking about, it's better to have 150 horsepower engine, meaning your mind. It's better to have a 150 horsepower engine with an output of 150 horse versus a 300 horsepower engine with only 50 horsepower output. And so, okay, what's the difference between horsepower and output? Well, that goes into your behaviors and your belief structures and your habits. And, people get in their own way. And that's what he was talking about. Are you getting in your own way? Are your behaviors taking away from your ability to execute? And so I had to take a look at my life, and I'm kind of putting this out there for the world, but I love drinking, and I love smoking pot, and I had to really take a look. I don't really think I have a problem with either of those, but I took a look at it, and it's like, obviously it's counterproductive behavior. And so what I'm interested in is the value of my word. And the value of my word to you, but mainly the value of my word to me. What does my word really mean? I've set out to do things in my past that I failed at because I didn't execute, because I didn't follow through at the degree in which I needed to. And I can't stand, and you meet these guys and girls in the bar, at work, I mean, you meet them everywhere, and you know who it is. It's like the people that are just full of hot air, the people that, I'm going to start my own business, and I'm going to blah, 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 but they don't actually follow through. And that is the number one most terrifying thought that I could think, that I'm like that. You know, you got to ask yourself, hey, OGOUTMAN, you set out to do this and this, but you didn't do it. Are you one of those people that's full of crap? And so that terrifies me. And so I had to take a look at my behavior, and I had to say, okay, what is taking away from my ability to execute? And obviously it's drinking and smoking. And, because you wake up hungover, it's harder to do what you need to do. You're spending time, you're spending money, you're spending focus that needs to be spent executing, your Rico life strategy. And so that's really what this boils down to. And that's really what I've been trying to talk about all day. And I think that's really why I'm so freaking angry, is because it's been about 4 days since I've drank or smoked. And, when you detox, and it could be anything, it could be fast food. If you're used to eating burgers every day, and then you go to a diet that's heavily fruits and vegetables, ultimately that healthier diet's going to be better for you, but you're going to have to go through a transition period where your body's detoxing and when you're having like a mental detox. And I think that's what I'm going through, because I woke up angry and I've spent the whole day angry, but I have to execute, guys and girls. I have to execute because I'm terrified. That idea that I'm full of crap and that I can't actually do what I set out to do is terrifying. So, I guess I'm trying to say, I just wanted to make 2 points in this video. Number one is that, when you or I start out in this program, we start out at the bottom, making $0 a month. But you can build that into something that's lucrative, but it's a journey, okay? And you're gonna go through all different types of things, but you can do it. Like, don't give up. Don't. Keep going. It's and that's also what I'm trying to show you, because I'm trying to be a leader. I'm trying to lead by example. And, I have to have success. Nobody's going to listen to me. Nobody's going to give any value to what I say unless I'm truthful, unless I'm open with you, and I show you my heart, and if I actually have success. Now, in the meantime, I got to make improvements. And so I guess that's the number 2 thing that I'm trying to tell you, is that I'm committed to doing what is necessary. I'm committed to taking this to the next level. Your diet, exercise, all that plays a part in this. You're not going to go from where you are to making $60,000 a month without making improvements. Now, my improvements don't necessarily have to be your improvements. You got to take a look at your own life and figure out what you got going on, and figure out where you need to improve. But there's a point when you gotta, man up or woman up and look at your life honestly. Say, okay, I have a vision. I have a vision of creating the most influential team in the history of multi-level marketing. Okay, I'm going to create something. We are going to create something very, very special that adds a lot of value. All right. But you gotta take a step back, and you gotta be able to separate, your dream and your vision from a fantasy. All right, and it's a very fine line that you gotta walk. And then you really gotta take a look at yourself, and you gotta remove contradictory behavior. If you say that you want to be in super good shape, but you're not willing to give up the Coke or the Coca-Cola, or the the burgers or whatever, come on, I'm kind of rambling at this point, but you got to understand, you got to take a look at, you know, where where you are, who you are, versus who you think that you're going to be, or versus who you think that you are. And so that's what I did. And I'm interested. I'm interested in the value of my word. I'm interested in creating something of value, um, and I'm interested in increasing my output. So that if I have a 200 horsepower engine, I'm also getting 200 horsepower worth of output. Well, that took all day.